All right, so this Saturday we are getting ready, of course, for Islam Makhachev's first 5 round main event against Thiago Moises. And like I said, this will be Makhachev's first 5 round fight in the UFC, and I believe of his pro career. And of course, Makhachev being Khabib's protege, training out of AKA with the Dagestanis and Javier Mendez and the whole crew. Uh, Clearly, a lot of people expect Makhachev to be a potential title contender, potentially as soon as, who knows, the end of this year or next year. If he gets an emphatic victory here, he'll be on an 8 or 9 fight win streak, and that's just undeniable. And he'll definitely get a top opponent after that. Even Moises is in the top 15, but he will certainly, I believe Makhachev is number 9. He will certainly get a top, 6, 7 opponent, in my opinion. And man, I think he's a problem for everybody in the division. Thiago Moises is a very well-rounded fighter. I think he's probably more well-rounded than Drew Dober. Who was Makhachev's last opponent, and Drew Dober is good on the feet, but he didn't have that much to offer Makhachev as far as takedown defense and playing off his back. I think Thiago Moises will be a lot harder for Makhachev to submit, but I think over the span of 5 rounds, Makhachev will be able to tire him out to a point where a submission is given or a TKO from ground and pound is found by Makhachev at some point. But like I said, Moises, I do believe, is probably Makhachev's best opponent so far in his career. Very well rounded, good jiu-jitsu, good all around. And I just don't think he excels in any one facet that will be able to get him a victory over a guy like Makhachev, who, isn't the best striker in the game, but his striking is good enough, especially to get him to his grappling. And man, once he's in the grappling, like I said, Thiago Moises has great jiu-jitsu. It might be tougher for Makhachev to find a submission on him. I do think over the span of 5 rounds, though, he will be able to find it, because that's just a lot more time to tire him out, work on him, kind of figure out a couple tendencies maybe, and potentially he could also try to look for ground and pound and get a TKO through ground and pound. I would be surprised if either guy finished the fight on the feet, but that'd be cool. I do not see that happening, but I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility for sure. But ultimately, I think Makhachev should be a big favorite in this fight, as he is. I really think this guy would probably be a favorite against anyone in the division. I mean, if Makhachev fought Charles Oliveira next week, he might be the betting favorite, and I don't know if that's wrong. I mean, this guy is high level. We'll see how his striking will hold up against the top guys in the division once he gets there. But I think it'll hold up just fine against Thiago Moises, and I think it'll hold up just fine against the whole division, especially when the whole division will be trembling at their toes, worried about getting taken down. And man, Makhachev has some of the best foot trips, some of the best takedowns in the game. If he gets his hands on you, you're getting tripped, you're getting taken down. It's gonna happen, and once you're there, man, these guys are high pressure. Khabib was very high pressure, ground and pound. He'll get a submission, but he's gonna smash you, ground you out. Makhachev will do that too, but that guy also has very slick submissions. I mean, he didn't get the armbar on Drew Dober, but I remember a very slick transition to an armbar he went for on Drew Dober in his last fight. And I mean, this guy is a slick grappler, and I really think he's probably the best grappler in the division. And I think if he does get the fight there, even against a very seasoned grappler in Moises, I think he'll be able to finish the fight there as well. So yeah, a couple other fights on the card. Just wanted to quickly highlight. Jeremy Stephens is fighting Mateus Gamrot. That's a very cool fight. Jeremy Stephens, obviously veteran. We know how good he is, and Mateus Gamrot is a relatively newcomer. He's fought only 2 times in the UFC. I believe lost his debut to I believe it was Guram Kutateladze, but then he won his most recent fight. So he's like 18-1. And that'll be a good fight to look out for. Also, we got Miesha Tate making her return against Marion Reneau, of course. That's also going to be one to look out for. But definitely the main event between Makhachev and Moises is the one I'm looking out for. I want to see Makhachev in there again and see what he can do and see if he can put out Moises, or even if it does go all 5 rounds, it'll be good to see that guy in the cage again and see if what we think about him is true. So let me know what you guys think about that. Leave a comment, leave a like if you like this video, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you very much for watching.